Greetings and salutations to you all. I am Melville Urgalan and we are back to some quite frankly depressing Shogun 2. We are attacked from the north, we are attacked from the south, and we aren't really progressing anywhere. So, we are going to besieged immediately. Now, our forces are a little bit damaged. We are defending. It's a one-tiered settlement, if I'm not mistaken. I can't get a map up there, so sadly I can't see. There are quite a few different units, Kisho Ninja and other things, quite fascinating. Now, I'm not one to surrender easily, and I will not give up on this campaign just because it's not going well at the moment. So here's what I'm thinking of doing in this case. I will defend as good as I can. I should be able to defend. After that, I am going to attempt to build up two large banner armies. One banner army is going to stay in Fukushima to prevent any sort of nonsense from attacking us again, and the second one is going to march northwards and assail one of the two enemies to the north. But I honestly don't know how long it will take before action actually starts picking up, because it's frankly quite dull, I would presume. One thing I will touch upon, the video of Isengard, which went up on Thursday this week, it included a poll. In fact, it included 3 polls, because one, I wanted to know whether or not we would actually keep playing as that Isengard one. I'm just gonna see where they start, or not. If we should either then continue playing that one, if we should go and play a second version 2.0 game, which I personally am in favor of, because I do not think that it's going to be frightfully interesting to keep on watching that game, because it's basically one, and yeah, it's just not going to be really interesting now, is it? And I want it to be interesting so that many people actually want to watch it. So therefore there's that poll, and if you're watching that, do please, if you did not see it, go and vote on that so I can take your views into consideration and know whether or not I should actually stop it, or if I should continue onwards. Because that was one of the options, and I'm not wholly against it. It's just that we will hardly have any challenge at this point because we are so strong and we have quite weak nations around us. There is an invasion, of course, going on against Isengard, but that should not be too dangerous. I'm again sending out my general, as you can see. He's presumably in the middle there, in the center of this ring, but we can still... Oh, look at that! They hid some units. Oh, well, whatever. They don't have spearmen here, which was a stupid idea. So, did I ever mention that I lose generals in this game? I don't know who would ever say that. But that was a good charge. Was it though? 7 men lost. No men lost. Oh, they're ninjas! Oh, god damn it! Sneaky bugger. I thought they... I actually don't know where I thought they had their ninjas hidden away. And you should be running! The faster you make it there, the faster you can shoot, and the faster you shoot, the better. You are, by the way, charging over here, because we need to stop those blasted ninjas. At the same time, you can go over there. You're basically not going to do anything there, so charge over that side. To be fair, I did not lose my general this time. Only quite a few of his units, but that should be fine. And we are firing at the spare levies and other things right here, and hopefully doing some type of damage. I'm gonna take you two. Actually, not you two. I'm gonna take the cheaper ones and position them there so we can have a fallback line. The ninjas are approaching. I do believe that they climb better than normal units. So there's that to keep in mind. You actually position there. Pause for a moment. So they are going to be climbing. I do not want these people to stand there and be chewed up. They are going to move there. Okay. In that case, I'm going to move my units there. Why can't you just show it when I do that in there we are. You are also going to have to fall back. So everyone fall back from there and let the Yaris take care of the battling. You can fire. Oh, I put the spear levy garrison there. That's unfortunate. You actually can go into the middles there. See if, or the sides rather, and fight there whilst they fire. Maybe that is a good stratagem. The ninjas are falling. Look at that, trying to charge at my fiery things. This is quite a long climb and hopefully quite a few of them will die. Fool's hope, I know, but you can always hope anyways. That. Spear levy there, these are firing quite well. Get some more spears involved here, we will need them probably. I do have units there, don't I? Yeah, they are firing, good. Okay, you move backwards. Yariat ready! I hope the ninjas are going to die, but I won't take chances, usual aid there. Okay, so those are basically lost, that's bad. The Yarikachi move into the middle there, so these can actually fire. Much Lokachi! Okay, good. Good, good, good. You position yourself there. That's an interesting formation you have there. You go 8 there, should you be needed. I mean, I don't need my spear levy garrison, no, 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 no. Because as the name implies, they are a garrison force and therefore they will replenish slowly. And, I mean, yeah, I can use them as sacrificial lambs then. Look at that army there, that's not a bad army. Hopefully these are firing actually. They are actually not climbing the wall as of right now, so let's try to get them in position there so we can stop them from climbing. Oh, look at that! That's actually only shooty things. So let's try and capture that gate and keep them from actually coming in without climbing. If we can do that, I would be really happy. We shall retake the walls! It is unlikely that they will climb up with all of these shooty things. Well, not unlikely, but less likely. If we capture the gate here and just swarm the gate with units. No, space, hold it, hold it. You are to hold the gate, you're not to charge through it. Not you, actually. And as you can see, they are going to actually be climbing the walls. Which is a perfect time for me to move them away from there. And just send my spears to defend. Whilst I keep firing a little bit here and there. Okay, I lost you, but you actually moved there. Much like a cut, she ready like that. You will probably be needed there. The Tiger Squad can position yourself like that, so you can fire into the middle there. Levy infantry is coming up, so but they are shooting things, so they should not be able to win battles here. You actually move like that. Yorgachi. I should probably capture that one as well, Westman General. Oh, he can't capture. Can you dismount? Can't, can I stop you? There you are. And can you now capture it? Now you can capture it. Good. Okay, you're not going to do much there. You're going to be needed there instead, and I'll position some shooty dudes over there. Yes, that is the official name, shooty dudes. I seem to have routed them somewhat. Good. Quite happy about that. Oh, the general is coming up. Actually, you know what? Pull back and just assemble the firing squad, so to say. You will just fire on him immediately when he decides to rear his ugly head. You position yourself there, not you. An enemy tower? It was my tower, you idiot. You go and fire on those when they try to run away. You go back to your horses. Actually, maybe you can click that. And as we see, they are trying to climb, and as soon as they enter or come up, we just fire at them. Trying to run? Are we? Are we? You're running straight into the firing squad. Oh, look at that. Lovely. That is beautiful. Let's see if we can't kill his general. Everyone on top of that general, stop him escaping. I should probably stop shooting. I heard something about a general. I think I killed him. And those are just going to flee away. That's a good victory. I'm going to quit the battle right there. I am quite happy with that battle. For once, I think I managed to do well, shall I say. Now, I do realize that I got quite carried away with that battle, but on the other hand, it was very pivotal that we do not lose our capital. And on a second note, yeah, I think I was talking about the Poles in the last video, the Isengard video, and if I wasn't, I'm going to continue on that. Okay. Okay, good. So, what's happening on that thing then? Or with that? Well, the three polls. The one to see if I will continue with that Isengard or if I will end it and continue with a second or version 2.0. There's an option to allow me to, or to ask me to continue or start again as Isengard in version 2.0. And then there are two more polls because you apparently only get to have two choices in one what should we call it, in one poll. So one of them will contain the evil factions and the other one will contain the good factions that I've listed there. I've listed 5 for both sides. I can't quite remember exactly which 5 they are. Suffice to say that they are those which you should not have too readily available, at least not in 2.0 version. So please do go and vote. And if you vote in all 3 polls, then, well, there can only be one winner. And if you vote for both a good and evil faction, I am afraid I am going to have to pick the one which simply receives the most votes overall. Not one... What on earth? Come off it, kill him. Oh, you can see there his troops being depleted, yeah. And he dies, good. But anyways, yeah, I will not do both a evil and a good campaign just because there are two. Oh, come on. I will not do a good and an evil uh, video or campaign just because there are two polls. I will do the one which receives the most votes overall. And we do guess that you need to vote in the poll to see the results of the poll. I guess that's fair. So vote in both polls if you want to see which one is currently leading, but do not vote for a random faction just because you want to see the result. That one. So do feel free to do that. Please do that so I know what you want to see and so I can, well, basically so I can acquiesce that and allow you to see what you want to see. So I think that's all. Don't know what else I have to say on that matter. Where are you going? Diplomacy. Muriaka. Now let's have a look at the Aizu clan. Apparently my allies have managed to take Uzun, so that's something. That's the Sendai actually, and they are alone up there. Then again, Numaka actually just sent a very big army, so if I manage to go there, yes, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna send my army south. And I'm gonna reinforce it a little bit. How many can you have? Let's just add until it's full. Who said you needed troops to defend? I'm certain this is going to be fine. In any case, you are now going to march down here. That cannon really does slow you down now, doesn't it? And I don't actually want it, so I'm going to leave that behind on the next turn. And I'm going to send my shinobi, not ninja, but shinobi, over there. And yeah, you keep an eye on a Miyagi. That's an that's 4 army. Thankfully, I can't move away my army this turn, so we shall just see what happens. Oh, look at that. Look at that. There's sea battles and everything going on. And there's an enemy armada as well. That's going to go incredibly poorly. I'm not going to get into my port now, am I? The answer is probably no, and he's going to kill me. I won't win that, so I might as well just lose my ships. Just as well, I will now receive more money to build more units. And I wasn't really using those ships anyways. So I mean, it's probably okay. They are coming. They turned around, those shy buggers. Watch me leave too early and actually lose because I took too many. I can actually have a spy and look at how big the Shimotsuke army is. Not big. Okay, I do not need a full banner army. I'll leave you, get a little bit more range on my units, and I'll leave a few matchlocks, and I'll leave quite a few of those. I'll also leave you. That's more than they have, right? I think so, and that may be enough to hold, but I would like to be on the safe side rather than the stupid side. So I shall do that. Have I started recruiting people? That is the question. Yes, I have, but I might as well put a few more into the queue. Let's see, what can I do? Can I assassinate? Nope. Can the Shinzigumi do anything? No, you can't. You can keep an eye on them. But that is ridiculous armies. I do not like it. Let's see if we can't get a peace deal with one of them at least. Sendai is right there, so let's see if we can't get peace with you. I'll give you a trade agreement. Exchange hostages. I do not have any hostages. Propose. No, that failed. I clicked a little bit too hastily, but I presume I cannot get you to be peaceful either. No. No one wants to be peaceful. This is going to go so poorly because we have lost so many allies around us. You can see this so much is red that I'm really, really afraid that we will have lost this battle before we, or this campaign rather, without actually taking more than one settlement and keeping it for not that long. Our shinobi is detected. Numata. And we have more. You know what? This is starting to be really irritating. Tell you what, I do not one bit enjoy being cornered like this. I will probably beat these off, or at least the first one, and potentially that one, especially if I leave these around. But after that, it's again going to just be me building up whilst then they send more and more armies against me. I will never be able to expand. It's going so poorly. I'm afraid that there's not much I can do. They're just so ruthless. If I end a turn now, they will probably just assault the castle town of Fukushima. And I can't... Yeah, okay, and it's even Sendai who's attacking it. And they have their allies with them. It'll probably be a really big battle. They have cannons as well. It'll be a big battle, and I might win. I'm not saying that I will win. But I do not know. I will fight the battle because it will be cool, I think. But I do not think it's enjoyable to just watch me struggle this much. So this is what I'm going to do, because I've now just realized that you can add polls to your YouTube videos. I'm going to do that in this one. This could potentially now be the last Aizu clan video. Because I just do not like playing it at this back foot, and I do not enjoy not being able to push out. Now, it's either because I was A, way too slow to start assaulting people, or B, because I was indecisive and therefore allowed the enemy to take advantage of that, and that is quite possible. Just go in the middle here somewhere. Like that. Okay, start the battle. Which is quite possible. Other than that, I do not know what else I could blame. I should probably not blame anything, but, you know. I do like Shogun 2. That is not that which is the problem, because I do love the look of Japanese culture and the look of Japanese culture. Well, let's try that one again. The look of Japanese buildings, units, and so on. So I'm not against playing Shogun 2, not one bit. I am just against playing it at this back foot. So I am going to add a poll. Please do vote if you think that I should continue it for some reason, and that I shall continue it, but I don't think it is enjoyable. I just do not think it is. And apparently you have decided to start there. That's probably my own fault. So you'll have to come in. And quickly. Is everyone moving? All the shooty dudes are moving at the very least. So let's position Yarikachi there. Spelevid there, and you there as well. You can go there, you go there. And you go there. You're not moving. Go there. And the cannon is firing. I'm actually gonna stop and you can fire at will. How? Oh, they have cannons as well, right. I wanna click another... There we go. Oh, and the reinforcing army is coming in. Right, I forgot that. Wait, what? Why can't I position you? I do not know, but you are in any case going to fire at the Yariki and over that way. And those have been captured, or course out of position, of course. I honestly do not think I will win the battle, and if I do, I will still very much add a poll to see if you want to continue watching this or not. My presumption is that you won't, because I don't feel like playing this anymore. Vote if you want to, but, you know. So there's that. I'm really just at a loss at what I should do, because they're attacking from every side. That's one thing. Well, not in this battle, but I thought I positioned shooter dudes on that place there. Now, instead of playing this Fall of the Samurai, which I clearly do not know how to play well, I think it's better that I maybe go to the traditional Japanese version in Shogun 2, which is to say I should play the base game, or potentially is it Rise of the Samurai, which I believe is also quite traditionalistic and should not involve gunpowder, which I clearly do not know how to use well, and instead use archers, which actually are quite interesting. As you can see, they are probably using archers over there. So I think that would be more enjoyable, actually being able to see me play something proper. Please do let me know, and I will probably stop playing Fall of the Samurai. Especially if I lose the city, and I'm not trying that hard, am I? But I don't, then again, know really what to do, and they are all coming like that at me. I should probably send these in there for one thing. They are firing, but I don't think the firepower is going to do enough. I'm really very defeated at this point. If not in practice, then in spirit at the very least. You're not going outside, not in a million years. And you take cover from those Bokachi, which apparently still exist. Why don't I have Bokachi instead of White Tiger Force or something like that? I would probably do better. I do enjoy the Shogun 2. And I did enjoy some of the battles, but if I'm just going to have to defend at Fukushima until I eventually lose, or the time runs out for the campaign, I do not think that's fun. So I think it's better I play either Shogun 2, Rise of the Samurai, or just Shogun 2, or, well, something else. And go from there. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to add a poll. That's what I'm going to do. Unless I lose, in which case you won't get a say in it, and I'll just end it and I'll play as. How did I win? How on earth did I win? I wasn't even paying attention. How did I win? How did I win? What? I do not understand. Anyways. Go to the poll up here in the right corner and vote. Vote. Please do that. I do not have an obsession with polls just because I've just found them. Please just indulge it. Now, they have finally relented. flying up. Decline the attack. Yeah, that you're not going to win that. As you can see, his numbers are falling, mine are barely dropping. I do like to concede that. There you go. He's dead. He's down. Good. Spring! Now look at that Odavaran army. Now I presume that I could keep holding on to Fukushima if they're going to ignore this army and move on there. I presume I could do that, but it's not going to advance me to the north, which was my plan. And it just doesn't feel like it's going to go very well. What's that? Line infantry, not very good units. Of course, one more thing which is probably which has probably caused my downfall is that I did not advance in development levels quickly enough and embrace the newities of gunpowder units. But then again, I wanted to roleplay this as a traditionalist Daimyo Japan. And I think that it's much more fun if you roleplay this game than if you just try to min-max and don't care about tradition and so on. In that case, you should just go as the Imperialists. I guess I could turn it around. I'm not saying that I couldn't, but I'm saying that it would be boring to watch it. Presumably the north is now quite open, but I am going to go here first. So I actually get something for my troubles, hopefully. Then again, it might be better to go north. We shall see if we can see something here. Can I see Miyagi? I cannot see Miyagi. So there's that. And they have quite a large armies of Okawara in the blue right there. It could presumably be better to go and take Miyagi again and then try to push up with our allies there, but I do not know which way is better to do. Do please wait, and yeah, thank you very much for watching this other episode. Very sorry that I've been so down in this one, but it's just feeling so slow and so annoying to just defend 7 episodes in, and I've just barely had 2 settlements for a while. So I am actually going to name this episode Decisions as the Isengard one. There we are. I do not want to stop playing Shogun 2. I think it's hilariously fun, but maybe not Fall of the Samurai. Anyways, thank you for watching. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next one.